live streams, we talk about, you know, what happens prior to the crash, what's happening during the crash, and what to do afterwards. But we never really could get in depth. Let's just jump into it because we're gonna be learning quite a bit. All right, so first and foremost, this is an introduction to the ASM 100 series basic instructor-led class. Wow, that's a lot. So what is that? The ASM is accident scene management, and it's a full-on program that you're gonna learn, you know, from the basics all the way to advanced stuff on how to take care of somebody that's been injured. So the goal of this video series and the goal of this PowerPoint and me being on a green screen is we're trying to reduce injury and fatalities to motorcyclists. Now, motorcyclists, as we all know, we are not protected. We are just not protected. Even with the best gear, the best training, things can still happen. And when they do happen, they are very severe. They're not like a car accident where you have airbags and seatbelts and all that stuff. We're exposed. We're super exposed. So that's the goal of this video, is to reduce injury and fatality. Also, as a rescuer, if you're going up to help somebody, you don't want to be injured. And we're thinking a lot, you know, well, injured as in, well, how? I'm going to get hit by a car? Well, that's part of it. There's a chance that you could get hit by a car if you're out on stopping on the road trying to help somebody. But another thing a lot of people don't think about is bloodborne pathogens, inhalation pathogens, exposure to heat. So now you have a heat stroke. So there's different things out there that you kind of want to think about, and we want to protect the rescuer. So increase the effectiveness of EMS. What does that mean? Well, we're gonna, right there on the bottom, it says learn what to do in the first 5 to 30 minutes after a crash until professional help arrives. That's the goal. We're going to be bridging that gap from the moment the crash happened until professional help arrives. Usually the 5 to 30 minutes that could happen, somebody can die. And the whole point is that we're trying to reduce the injury and fatalities, right? So we're going to increase the effectiveness. So all they have to do is load and go, take them to the hospital, trauma center, wherever they're going. We're also going to be focusing on trauma. So you notice how I said trauma center? We're going to be focusing on trauma itself. There can be a medical underlying issue that happened prior to the accident that caused the accident. You don't know if they're
all right.
We don't have x-ray eyes. We don't have heart machines.
Let's pause that. So let's just start this. Let's get it going. So how's everybody? This whole not working thing is messing up my sense of time. Yeah, it messes up my sense of time too. Guys, we are going to be doing another one. This is number 32. So I'm super excited about that. I got a video here, so let's go and swing on over to that. So what we do here is that we go over motorcycle accidents, and we kind of dissect what happened before, after, during, type of injuries, all that stuff. What you saw earlier was me making a video, so that's what's coming up. I have a 30-minute plus informative video for you guys coming soon, and yeah. That's kind of what we do here. If you'd like to support the channel, like I always say during my live streams, there's patreon.com/DannyTheFireman, super chats, or joining as a YouTube member, or just share. That really does help out. And what am I doing? I bet you guys are thinking, man, what is Dan doing? I don't think anybody calls me Dan. What I'm doing is I got a package, and I'm pretty sure I know who it's from. Oh. See. Hopefully it's nothing inappropriate, because if it was something inappropriate, I am sorry, YouTube. Oh. It comes in a thing. Oh, Dark Horse 116. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let's see what it is. So, guys, if you want to send me anything, it doesn't have to be a little gift. This is actually kind of cool. They gift wrapped it. You can send me a letter. You can send me anything. I got my P.O. box in the description. The Real Rambo, I've been growing it since so May 2018, basically, end of May 2018. Ooh, it's all fancy. Game of Thrones, the Lannister always pays his debts. Ooh, it's a nice it's a nice beer glass with a bottle opener from the Hand of the King. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Dark Horse. That's awesome. Yo. So let's go back to this. I'm in a good mood now. I'm in a very good mood, so thank you so much. That's going to go up on the wall over there after the stream. So, like I say, what we do is that we go over these things and we diagnose it. All right, so let's go ahead and watch this one. Oh, he's jumping between lanes. Yeah. Oh, okay, we're going to go over that.
Désolé monsieur. Oh putain de merde.
Oh no.
Putain.
Is there any more to that? Oh, Rocky, boy. Thank you, Rocky.
Putain.
Is there any more to this? Okay. All right. So right away, he was obviously the one in the lead. So the person behind them caught up finally. And they caught up because the guy crashed. All right. So from what we can tell is that this line, that means there's oncoming traffic. So he's already in a bad spot. He's in oncoming traffic. He's not riding based on the road rules. So he's not. Speed's a factor here. Bad lane placement. Look at that. So he had to scoot over quicker at a high rate of speed. So now he has a sharp turn angle. Man, look at this. This does not look good. This does not look good. I think you have to just. I think you click that join button once again, and then it should say you could like not like it says you can leave. But thank you, man. Yeah, Patreon is the way to go, guys. Patreon's the way to go. So right there. So he's having to do a sharp lean angle. Man, he is just not in a good spot. This is what I talk about all the time in my videos, guys, is that if you crash doing this and there's oncoming traffic, there's a good chance you're going to get run over. Okay, so right there, look at where he has no jacket. This is a low side. Look where your arm hits first. I mean, it's your elbow and your wrist and your forearm. That's why you wear the gear, guys. That's why you wear the gear. So right here. Okay, so now he's just wearing regular jeans or regular pants. These are like chinos. I don't know. But he's not wearing proper gear. But see that car coming? Okay, so that's why he was in that position, because he knew the cars were coming. And so he tried to get himself in a position to kind of evade it after getting up. But man, that bike just slammed into that car driver. We've seen that happen with other motorcyclists. This motorcycle that slipped and fell hit another motorcyclist going the other way, causing a massive accident. There's all those things. So you got to be careful, guys. Don't be an idiot when you're out riding like this. Okay. Now this guy's obviously in a group because how many seconds now? So we're at 9 seconds for the video.
Oh putain.
5.
Désolé monsieur. Oh putain de merde. Putain.
He was a full 16 seconds ahead of these people. He was a full 16 seconds ahead of these people, guys. This is their group. This is his group. So he obviously pulls over for them, and they talk.
Putain.
So they're obviously part of the group. He is 16 seconds ahead of them. So I think he's doing some bad stuff. Hey, Robert, thank you so much. I just opened the, I got it right here, boy. Game of Thrones. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. So that's probably radiator fluid or oil. Good evening, Justin. Oh! Intersections, guys. He's EMS, I'll help you. That's good to know. Alright. So, intersection and curve. So far, the 2 crashes that we've seen tonight, that's the most common places that you're going to have a crash. Intersection. To me, it doesn't look like there's stop signs. To me, it's more of a do as you please type thing. But here's the thing. This just happened a little bit earlier today, kind of, with Nikki and I. And I actually got it on video. I'm going to edit the video tomorrow. But you see, I'm trying to find out when we first see the van. So we first see the van in this area over here. It's right here, right here. So this is the position. It's behind the sidewalk area. This person did not see the motorcyclist one bit. So when I go back, that van is staring at this guy. That van is staring at this guy. Right now, I'm going to do it in half speed. I forgot the keyboard commands again. Dang it. Half speed. Once he is being blocked from view by these vehicles coming this way, that van decides to go. So right here, she's deciding to go right now. And I'm saying she, I'm assuming it's a she. And there's also a tree in the way. So this is technically a blind intersection, guys. This is a blind intersection. And you have to treat that. Anybody that's waiting there and has their tires starting to rotate towards the direction they're going, you just got to assume that they're coming at you. You just have to. So what happened today when I was riding with Nikki is literally just to get, we went to the P.O. box. It's going to be a vlog. Got a Game of Thrones. Just on the way there, or on the way back, I was in the lead, and there was a car, there's another van that was kind of sticking out, and I yelled into the mic, like, look at me, look at me, look at me, because that van was not looking at me. That van was looking off the other way. Hey, Megan Hogan, yeah, boy. Thank you so much. And so this happens a lot. This portion right here happens a lot. Them coming out into the intersection doesn't happen a lot. So them doing this, not seeing it until last second, and then being good drivers stopping and not going, that happens all the time. But just because it happens all the time, and this is where I'm getting at complacency, is that it happens all the time, so you just start getting relaxed. And then before you know it, you see somebody rolling their tires forward, you're like, not a big deal. Nope, I'm not paying attention to that. I'm just going to go straight. That happens all the time with car drivers on the way home from work, to and from work, commuting. They just kind of like, how did I get here? How did I get here? If you start riding like that, that's not good. And then on top of that, if you don't know what to do, come on, you can't be doing that. So right here, you had plenty of time with your peripheral to see that car coming out. Now, there's only two things this car is going to do. There's only two things this car is going to do it with its nose pointed that way. It's going to go straight, or it's going to turn left in front of you. Typically, cars, when they want to turn too far. Typically, cars, when they want to turn in front of you, they have their nose pointed, or when they want to merge right, they have their nose pointed like this way, down to the right. So this right here should indicate to you he's turning left in front of you or going straight in front of you. So I don't think he meant a rev bomb. I think that was a matter of not rolling off the clutch or rolling off the throttle and applying the brakes, applying the clutch. I think he applied the clutch and he still had the throttle rolled on. So when you pull in the clutch, it will rev bomb. I mean, that's what it does. But I don't think he did it on purpose. Nope, that was a rev bomb. That was a rev bomb. You see it in his right hand. So that's not going to save you guys. Rev bombing. It's quite obvious this guy was not paying attention when he crossed the street, the van. So more than likely he's going to keep going. See the speed he was at? He was going to keep going. There's no way that van was going to stop. This is at half speed, by the way. Oh, never mind, it's normal. Jeez, I'm getting distracted. So let's watch that again. The van just keeps going. Doesn't slow down. That lets you know that he had no idea that motorcyclist was there. If there was a slight hesitation and then I don't know what I'm going to do type of reaction, then yeah, he saw him. But that van did not see him. So a good option for that is to roll off the throttle prior to an intersection, kind of slow down a little bit, prepare yourself for a stop if you have to. So if you see a car do that, you can apply the brakes easily. So that's you setting up for that situation. And in an emergency situation, you do the same thing, but for some reason you can't stop in time, you can swerve to the left. What's up, Joshua? Yeah, thank you, man. Oh my gosh, we're getting super close to 500. Exactly, Dirty D's. This is water, by the way, guys. Exactly, Dirty D's. I like that. So, but it was his fault. Yeah, and that won't mean much when you're laid up in the hospital. That's true. It's absolutely true. It doesn't matter who's right if you're the one in the hospital. So he's saying, don't get up, don't get up, don't get up. I'm EMS, I'll help you. Isn't it great to have people know what they're doing? to show up on an accident scene before, anybody else shows up to help you. Yeah, it's great. I can't wait to teach you guys. Roundabout. Roundabouts are considered intersections, guys. Watch out for this. He's not slowing down. He's not slowing down, dude.
Ah, putain! Putain de merde! Putain de merde!
Get out of the road, buddy. Is this like an iPad? So just like intersections, guys. Just like intersections. See, here's the thing. This is why I was like the RV. He's looking at the RV right now. So would I as I was approaching the intersection. So he sees the RV. So I don't like the whole argument of, well, they didn't see me. This guy literally looked at this guy. So he should react off of him. I don't like the fact that a lot of motorcyclists and a lot of drivers, they talk about, things happen to me. He hit me. Well, he sees him. So what does that say about you for not preventing the situation? Because you saw it, right? So right here, watch. Look at he looks up at the RV. Right there. Robert! Thanks, man. Oh, damn. 1999. Thank you so much. Damn, you're awesome, man. Thank you. Doc Horse 116. There, so he looks at him. So at this point, he knows that this vehicle is not, it's going too fast. It's not slowing down for the intersection right here. See how it's never slowing down? He's never slowing down. So the motorcyclist is like, okay, I'll merge, I'll merge as close as I can. I'd be slowing my ass down. I'm sorry. I'm not too worried about the people behind me. I'm not too worried about my exit speed. I'm worried about now this car or this RV coming into my lane. So now I'm going to give myself a nice space cushion. So this is right here is spatial awareness failure. He went into him. I don't know if he was trying to exit, but if he was trying to exit, he did a terrible exit. But you can see right here, he's straight up low siding. Let me go back. So I think he was trying to exit, but he is applying so much rear brake. Look at the handlebars. Look at the handlebars, how they're perpendicular to the bike frame or the gas tank right here. It's to the frame too, but you see how this is this way, this is this way. All of a sudden he sees this and he starts applying, his rear end starts moving. Right there. It's so quick. He's in the middle of a turn and he is starting to low side because he's applying a ton of rear brake. He's applying a ton of rear brake, guys. He has the clutch pulled in all the way. So that tire is just straight up locked. So he is low sliding. So in this situation, there's nothing you can do. But if he wasn't low sliding and he just rolled off the throttle and started to straighten up in the middle of the turn, he could easily have slowed down. You don't have to be 100% go, 100% turn, and then now you have to do 100% braking. Why? I don't understand why people don't just start rolling off the throttle, start to straighten up just a little bit so you're not turning so much and you're slowed down so it doesn't matter. And then you can roll on the throttle to get out of there. Yeah, it really is RV's fault for coming in. He's supposed to stop. He's supposed to yield to the motorcyclist. But at the end of the day, I mean, this motorcyclist, if they were 100% aware and they're paying attention and executed proper emergency maneuvers or, changed up their own speed and space, he would have prevented his own accident. But isn't that should be a good thing to you guys, though? I mean, we jump on everybody else, like all the other car drivers. It's never my fault. It's their fault. But to understand, hey, it is my fault. That means you can change it. You can't change the fact that this driver's not going to pay attention. There's absolutely nothing in the world that you're going to do that's going to change the fact that this person did not see this motorcyclist. The only thing you can change is how you react and how you perceive certain instances so you can prevent them. So I think it's great that it's never our fault. I think it's big hole, Kevin. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Can't wait to teach the class up in Phoenix. Cannot wait. So at the end of the day, it's great that it's our fault because that means we can change it. I'm glad it's not their fault. If that makes sense, guys. Thanks, big hole, Kevin.
Ah, putain! Putain de merde! Putain de merde!
So he's at a track. I'm okay with that. Already, I'm like 100% good with this. Just push the bike to its limit. So the reason why I say I'm 100% good with this and I like this, I give these guys full praise when I see them at the track because they're doing it the right way. They're pushing themselves and their bikes to the limits in a place that is mitigating as much of the problems out there on the main road, like traffic, bad roads, sand, traffic. So I like this. So if he low sides because he's putting himself at that risk because he wants to test it. Good for him. And that's why I don't give a lot of crap to people that stunt. The only time I give any crap to people that stunt is when they do it in public and they do it on main roads and they do it around other people and it's just definitely obviously unsafe. Now when they go out and do it in a parking lot that's empty, they have a helmet, they have gear, 100% to them. So and it seriously looks like an iPad. So I get 60%. I get 60% of super chats. Oh, another low side. Let's go back. That was just a straight up loss of traction. So why? It might be a Galaxy Note. So yeah, everything does look bigger in the fisheye lens. So I'm taking a look at his angle and everything. It seems like he's doing fine. He just might have had improper tire pressure and barely any tread on his dirt bike. Because you got to remember these dirt bike tires, they're not 50-50 on-road off-road. They're like 80-20 off-road on-road. So that's a huge, yeah, exactly, dirt bike on paved roads. So you're losing traction already. So pushing it like it's like a supermoto where you have street tires, it's not a good idea. So knobbies, when I had knobbies on my Sportster, I actually was very, very, very careful because I knew that I had a loss of traction. So that's what it was. It's a low side. Right there. Look how far that bike is turned over. I bet you he has his leg down like he's out in the dirt. You can't use the same techniques for the road as you would on the dirt. Same thing with tires. I do. I am 3 friend. I do. Make sure you guys share this with. Oh, those were Supermoto tires. Look at that. So he actually had decent tires. He actually had decent tires. All right. Well, there you go. He just crashed because he probably did too much of a lean. So guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share this with all the peoples. In fact, I'm going to share it right on over to the absolute 100% free Discord, where I have a free Discord. You guys hear that? 1,400 members. Really nice people, great people. Please join up. Please join up. And if you want to know how to join up, I do have a link. It's in the description. It is thebeginnermotorcycletips.com. So make sure you guys swing on by the Discord. Let me see if I can get it. I'm sorry.
I'm good. Yeah.
So that was a surprise to him. Usually crashes are, but sometimes some people
I'm
know,
leaking. Come on.
like they know they're pushing the limit and they know they're about to crash. But oh man, I wanted to see the whole thing. That was a very low speed version of a low side. That was a low speed version of low side. And I know it says 44, 45 miles per hour. You're learning a lot at MMI. Nice, dude. Yeah, you see how his head is upright? So look in the shadows. So his head, so he's pushing the bike down and he's just like keeping his body upright. So when you push your bike down that far, you start to using way too much turning traction. So let's say he did the same for this one. Okay, you see where his head was at? It is definitely in this area. It wasn't down low, so improper body positioning. Same thing here. I want to make a quick note though. So this is what I talked about in a few of my videos about blind curves and how the shadows of the trees and all these different things can play a huge part in hiding any hidden issues. Like there could be gravel in the road, but right here, this right here should be a telltale sign that I need to take it a lot slower and I need to make sure I have good body position and good skill because I have no clue what's coming around this corner. And that should scare you. The fact that you are brand spanking new because I heard somebody. I get distracted easily. Kyle Wolf, thank you. Marissa, congrats. So I got distracted. Yeah, you don't know what's going around this. You don't know what's around this corner. It could be debris in the road. It could be a boulder. It could be another car. It could be anything. So you should definitely take it nice and slow. And when you take it nice and slow and you trust your gut, it starts becoming easier to maintain these turns. So watch this. See how it never stopped? The turn never stopped? Real quick. What's this sign? This sign says that it's a 180-degree turn. It's a 180-degree turn. I don't think he saw that sign. I think he set himself up for a 90-degree turn and went super sharp, and then he started going too wide on the secondary 90 degrees and tried to go sharper, and then he low-sided. And you'll see that in his body positioning in the camera angle. It'll be at a consistent something, and then all of a sudden you can tell he realizes, oh crap, it keeps going. He applies even more lean angle. Once he applies more lean angle, you see him fall. So watch. That's what I got out of this. So it's improper body positioning with loss of traction because he's leaning the bike too far. There it is.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even going that fast. It only slid this far, and there is oncoming traffic. Potholes, they're not 100% crazy. But to answer your question, but you still try to avoid them.
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, Reap X10A. That's why they have those signs. That's why you need to pay attention. How you doing, Dwayne?
I'm leaking. Come on.
I think we've seen this one before, but I want to... Oh. Up the hill. Whee! Get launched, man. All right. So we're going to diagnose what happened. It's pretty simple on this one. But I want to... Tyler, thanks, man. What do you think is the best starter bike? Honestly, I think the absolute best starter bike. I don't care if people are like, I want to start off on a Ninja. I want to start off on a sport bike. I want to start off, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I think the absolute best starter bike, and you're going to have to beat that out of me, is a Rebel 300. The 2017 to 2018 to 2019 Honda Rebel 300. And if you're a bigger person, like let's say, I don't know, 180 plus, than the Rebel 500 as a beginner bike. Now that the 300 is a great bike to start on, but I don't think it's a bike to grow into. I think the Rebel 500 with ABS is a good bike to start on and grow into. And it's a cruiser though. So I mean, that's why I'm saying I don't care if you want to do a sport bike or not. I find it the best bike because it's mid controls, easy, relaxed, ergonomic, and that way you can focus heavily on just riding. All right. Right here on the turn. Right there. He lost traction though. It wasn't just a scrape. Watch his hands. Good thing you bought it. Yeah, nice. Dude, Chris H, it's such a badass bike. So watch his hands. You see his hands? So they are perpendicular to the bike, okay? So like this. So he's in the middle of counter steering. All of a sudden, you'll see his hands do this. Yoink. That right there shows that he lost traction. And then he gained traction really quick. But then when he gained traction, he stood up. And he's in the middle of a turn. And now he's going to crash. So you'll see his hands. They'll do that. That right there means he lost traction. Yeah, exactly, Kyle. Oh, Kyle Bird, Kyle Wolf, how you doing? Watch her hair. Right there. At that point, when you get straightened up, here, I'll do it again so you can see his hand move. And I'll move this out of the way. Watch his hands move. Right there. So he lost traction. It wasn't a matter of just scraping a little bit of peg. Now, since he scraped so much, maybe since he scraped the peg, it lifted off the rear end. That could be a possibility. But yeah, he did not yeah, Bighorn. I recovered from mine. So right here, when you start to straighten up, at this point you're crashing. Okay, you're going too fast. Look at this guy right here. Look at the group that we're riding with. Did anybody see this guy? Yeah. He's not even in the right lane. Do you think all these guys are riding like hooligans, putting safety away and seeing who can get somewhere quicker or who can keep up with who? Do you think that's what's going on here? So let's see. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4 motorcyclists. 4 motorcyclists. One of the things we talk about in the MSF is who you hang out with. And it's pretty typical to about anybody. I mean, if anybody's a parent, you try to figure out who your kids are hanging out with. And then if you are, dating or whatever, you're trying to find out who the person you're dating's friends are to kind of get a good feel of who this person is. The people you hang out with are typically the people who are the type of person you are. And if you're not the type of person and you're trying to fit in, then trust me, there's a lot of people out there that you'll have a good time with. You don't have to hang out with those people. But right here, it seems like this group is like, hey, we're going to do a crazy ride up the mountain. Crazy ride up the mountain. So when we look at this crazy ride up the mountain, we see the two people in the back struggling, therefore making a ton of mistakes. Now, the reason why I bring up the whole friends and who you hang out with, my crew doesn't do that. My group doesn't do that. We don't try to race to see who's the fastest. I mean, we'll throw some speed out there, but we go within our limits. Right now, these guys are riding with outside their limits because the group that they're in is deciding to do that, and they're inexperienced. Yeah, recipe for disaster. Disaster. Look at this. Watch this guy. He's going wide too. So that guy went wide. This guy went too short. So he low-sided. He used up more room than he was supposed to, but it worked out okay with him. So to go back to what kind of injuries this guy might have, this is considered a frontal impact. Maybe a little, yeah, more like an angular. But you see how his upper body went towards the tank because the kinetic energy just hit. that rock wall, where do you think his body's going also? Where do you think his body's going? His hips, his femurs, his feet, his calf, his ankles, his upper, lower, everything. Where do you think his body is going? Anybody falling on their butt pretty hard? That hurts. Your tailbone hurts. This hurts probably 10 times more. Broken ribs, broken clavicle, your collarbone, broken shoulder, broken fingers. Anybody ever think about, you're holding the handlebars, right? You're holding the handlebars. What about your thumb? So if you slam, what about your thumb? You're going to break your thumbs. You're going to break your thumbs. Chest trauma. What's up, Toby? How you doing? All right, so let's watch this one. Yeah. Nope. Right there. Yep. How did I know that? Oh, possible pelvic fracture. Yeah, an open book fracture. The front of your pelvis can get split right open. Yeah, both your thumbs snapping. The Harley equivalent to a Honda Rebel would be the Street 500, but they're kind of, they're a different styling. So it's almost like it's not a cruiser. The Rebel's more of a cruiser. Honestly, I prefer the Honda Rebel over the Harley Street 500, 750, the Street Rod. It's honestly a Honda Rebel. You can't really, yeah. So right here, how did I know? I looked at the road. So this is a road right here. This is fine to ride on. Not here though. This right here is not good to ride on. So you got to know that there's all this debris. See the water runoff? So there's water runoff in this area. That means there is dirt. That means that's where, especially right here, it seems like in the road, this is the crack in the road where all the water goes out through. So this right here, guys, this right here is a danger area. Right there. So somebody asked me about potholes. This is a pothole, or at least it's broken gravel. You see that? Yeah. So you got to watch out for that. But you will know that because that's typical in the middle of a turn where it's a low point. So we have, so right when I'm riding, about right here, I start to think this is where water is going to pool. Therefore, dirt is going to pool there. So I would take that nice and slow, nice and wide, and that's why. And yeah, pothole, wet road. And I'm not here like, I think a lot of you guys know, I don't think I have to explain myself all the time. But we do have some new people in here. So if you are new to the channel, hit that like button. And if you're not new to the channel, hit that like button. There's not enough. But I'm not sitting here armchair quarterbacking. I used to say it at the beginning. I'm not out here armchair quarterbacking. These are things that I actually do. So I try to show you guys. Oops. Sorry. I try to show you guys in my vlogs that this is how I talk, this is how I think while I'm riding, and you can actually prevent some issues. I was working earlier today. You can actually prevent some issues before they even happen. Oh my gosh, camera. There we go. Still crooked. You can actually prevent a lot of these issues by looking out for this stuff. Since there's legit no rhyme or reason to this driving, potholes in Tucson suck. There's no rhyme or reason, so it's like there's definitely everyone's at fault on this road. The motorcyclist, this is nerve-wracking. If this was like the traffic here, like it'd be at a standstill. Everyone's too scared to try to pass each other. But man, people here are going crazy. You just kind of have to assume that at intersections, once again, intersections are dangerous. And at the end of it, that was improper braking. He turned the handlebars while braking. So that's what happens when you turn the handlebars while you're braking. Handlebars turned while braking. This is what happens. So he applies the brakes, turns, handlebars, there it goes. Oh my gosh, that's so loud. That's so loud. 1 second, guys. Let me turn it down for you. Pedestrians in the way. Oh, he got lucky. That was just luck. There's not much to talk about that one. That was luck. He did not signal. Okay. Okay. That was your own fault. You fell off the bike. Simple as that. He fell off the bike. So the guy on the roundabout did not signal. The result, you can guess it. Well, to me, if I saw that and didn't see any more, I would say the guy in the roundabout did not signal. The result, he went where he wanted to go, and I waited. That's how I would have ended it. So right here, it doesn't indicate. Okay. So then why did he fall? I don't get why he fell. The dude was going amazingly slow. Why is he starting to fall at this point? I mean, yeah, it's a turned wheel. Yeah, so it's his own fault. It should be, I don't know how to stop on a wet road. The result, you can guess it.
Yeah, fuck you, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck?
He panicked. Yeah, he panicked. But you shouldn't be panicking. Let's go back to that one. You shouldn't be panicking if you knew ahead of time how to stop on a wet road. Also, if you saw ahead of time that this guy was going. So right here, to me, it's like I wouldn't panic. But I'm different. I'm a different person than this person. And here's why. First of all, I wouldn't be blaming this guy. So this whole comment right here, I wouldn't be blaming this guy. This would be a completely different video. This is why when I posted any videos that are considered controversial and stuff, I don't make it out to be anything that it isn't. So right here, I like the videos where people say I slipped on a wet road. The title of this video would probably be "Guy in Roundabout Almost Hit Me." I think that's probably what it's going to be. But yeah, I'm different in this aspect because I don't get panicked in these situations because I see ahead of time. I see it ahead of time. So the reason why you panic is because you're not evaluating good enough. You're not searching, evaluating. You're not. All he did was he skipped search, he skipped evaluate, and went straight to execute. You need to search ahead of time. Yep, Crystal, exactly. This one right here, blind.
Yeah, fuck you, bro.
So already getting pissed off. So he's probably said "F you, bro" to this guy, the RV. Probably. Right here. These cars, you're basically in this RV's blind spot, and he is blocking the vision for you. Everybody in this area that's ready to merge cannot see the motorcyclist. At this point, it scares me. And the way I figure it out is like, if I can't see you, you can't see me. Because I'm on the lookout for you, and there's no way in hell you saw me and I didn't see you. I'm always looking for people. So if I can't see that intersection, if I can't see those people waiting in line, that means they can't see me. If they can't see me, they're not going to make a good decision. So I would have been slowing down at this point. This is my gut, like, telling me, ugh, right here, right here, right here, right here. So that's what I'm talking about. Start doing that. Start doing that.
Yeah, fuck you, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck?
See, that reaction of, what the fuck, what the heck, man, all that. That right there is like, oh, man, I can't believe I didn't see that person. And he saw him. But, like, he's not taking ownership of it. It's like, you messed up, man. Maybe you don't know that you messed up. That could be a huge problem. If you don't know you messed up, then how are you going to fix it? By watching Dan the Fireman do live streams. Yeah, it's just off-roading. Get it, boy. Yee. He's having fun. That's KLR 650, right? Oh, maybe. You got it. You all right? This is heavy. That happens. Let's watch that again. That one's like a relaxing one. I wanna relax for a quick second, guys. I've done that. There's a relaxing one for everybody. Don't even critique this one. Yeah. This one was fun. Yeah, they're heavy. And they're tall, so they have a weird leverage. Alright, so this one, the road looks a little bit wet already. That could just be oil. But sun in his eyes. Ooh. Don't stay in the way. Don't stay in the road. Just keep going. So he did his job, though. You see that? He did his job. He sees the car coming out right here. So once again, all of a sudden, I can't see the other car because this car is in the way. That should be a red light, and it was for him. He started seeing the car tires come out. He's looking. He's literally looking. You see how it's not centered on the road. It's more so out on the left. That means he saw this car driver. Look how far away he saw this car driver. Right now, he's making decisions. So far, every other video that we saw when it comes to an accident in an intersection, the other person doesn't even see the car driver until the last second. Applied the brakes, stopped in time. Very good. This is just stupid right here. What are you doing? Oh, I thought he was going to go. Woo. This is already a dangerous spot. This is pucker factor right here. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. You got blind people. People can't see you if you can't see them, remember? Was that what all we're going to watch? Oh, I waited this whole time for that? Okay. Can't believe I waited the whole time for that. So they're merging at this point. So there's lines here. So he's in his own lane. That person's in their own lane. So before that blinker even came on, you can tell that this person's coming over. The way the front tires are moved, the way the car is pointed, everything before the blinker even turns on. So I would have already started to roll down, so I would never be this close to the other car. Definitely wouldn't. Guys, let's see if we can hit 430 patrons tonight. 430 patrons tonight. That's the link to the Discord, to the Patreon, to my ebook, everything. Free training at ddfmcrew.com. Thank you to all my patrons for making that possible. If it wasn't for them hitting 400 patrons total, DDFM Crew would be locked behind closed doors for patrons. So thank you so much. I got another video coming up, another video series where I talk about accident scene stuff, kind of like what we're doing here. But man, they're full-on classes. So that's going to go up on ddfmcrew.com. It's also going to come out here free, obviously, to everybody on YouTube. You just have to click the ad, and that's pretty much it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's try to do this again. Because, James, in other countries, people get in car accidents too. So I have a huge following across the pond, I guess people say that, and everywhere all over the world. So this right here, I just follow what I see. Ooh, Kyle Wolf. One sec, I almost missed it. Kyle Wolf, we just hit 430, boy. Send me your picture. I'm going to be sending you a private video, guys. Whoever signs up gets a personalized video from me. All right, so let's see this. So this is good lane positioning. You see how he or she can see down this lane? Robert! Oh, he became the top donator. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, GG. I see you. I see you. I'm going to put this over here. I got to pull this out. Robert's the one that sent me this. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, ADD does help. Having anxiety does help when you're riding. GG, recently found your beginner tips. Love your content, man. Thanks for the solid vids. Well, thank you for being here. Best way to support the channel is just by sharing the videos. Share your favorite video with your friends. Anything that you think that's going to help them, or you think it's good information for other people. Sun in your eyes, sun in your eyes. Okay. There. Is it the same road? It's the same person. Look at this. Same person. Same road. Same intersection. Almost crashes in that one. Julian. Same person. Almost. But it's the same intersection. What the heck? Alright, so lane filtering. Okay, so right away, lane filtering. So you guys start watching out for people merging and moving around. Okay, so he got himself safely there. Very good, very good. That was idiotic. So that was a close call that he created. That was a close call he created. So when you put yourself in situations like that, then that kind of stuff happens. That kind of stuff happens. So the best way to not do that is to not accelerate like crazy off the right of way. I mean, look at this right here. It turns green, I think. There you go. So it was barely turning green. It literally turned green while he still had acceleration on the throttle. There's people turning left still. There's people turning left still. It's ridiculous. Why are you accelerating? Okay, now there's a car right here. What if this car decided to do it too? Dude, you just hit a car for no reason. So guys, if you're going to be lane filtering and stuff like that, there are some really good pros and cons, or pros, there's some cons to it too. But I like the pros of lane filtering. I really wish lane filtering could be in Arizona, and I wish people knew how to do it properly. This is not how you do it properly. You come to a stop. I know you're anticipating the green light, and I know you know these people are going, but how do you know that there's not another car behind this one that you are barely going to miss? How do you know? You don't know yet until now. Alright, another intersection. Is this the same dude that almost hit the same person twice? Yeah, it's the same guy. Okay, somebody gonna cut it short. Is that a banana? No. I am so confused. I am so very confused by this. Why is he sticking out? What are you? That was your fault. What the heck? So, what the heck? That was weird. Let's rewatch that one. So I understand this. This is self-explanatory. Do not park here. Do not park here. Yeah, I thought that was a banana. He's putting himself in a lot of scary situations. Like this right here. I mean, maybe that's typical. I mean, this guy's doing it. Maybe it's typical to sneak out like that. That just makes me cringe. Right here, though. Okay, so it just turned yellow. This car looks like it's stopped, but it's still moving. So at this point, I know I'm not going. But he decided to go. That was his own situation. Alright. So EMS and police. So this could be a huge change in how traffic is done. Like it slows you down for no reason. This and this and this. So be aware that other car drivers are nervous around this. And they don't know what to do. Is the police just blocking them from lane filtering? Is that what this is all about? Yeah, Martin, see, I'll keep him up. I'll keep it up, man. So he was just getting upset with the cop. The cop wasn't letting him go. So weird. Whoa, be careful. You almost hit your head. So right here, you gotta start worrying about it. Don't speed up so much. Somebody might sneak out because they want to get in that now open, massive open lane. Oh, don't pass on the right. No, 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 no. You did that. You did that. You did that. Stop, stop. Don't pass on the right. He's in. That's 2 close calls within like 3 minutes. Are we going to see another one? Are we going to see another close call from the same guy in like 5 minutes? This is number 3. That's number 3 also. I'll keep that as number 3. That's number 4. Wow. What's the common denominator in this one? It's the guy. It's the rider. Look at that. 4 close calls. He had four close calls, guys. This right here is not how you should ride. I mean, I understand you can lane filter. Sure, go ahead and lane filter. I'm going to talk while this is going on. So he's impatient once again. So impatient, he has bad habits. The cop is looking to see what's the problem. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the cop is really doing. But at first I thought it was the fact that he's blocking him. I don't think that's the case. He's just impatient. He's a bad driver. Thanks, Psycho Kitty Cat. 1-1. So he gets pissed at this guy. Bad driving. This is bad driving. So assume that anybody in this right lane wants to get over to the left. Because look at that massive gap, right? Look at that massive gap. So why are you accelerating to twice your speed? Soon to be 3. 3 times your original speed. So here, he's in the lane. What does he have to? He doesn't have to. Where's your indicator, dude? Why are you passing on the right? You put yourself in that spot. Now you have an indicator? Okay. Here, it's red. And I'm assuming he knows it's about to turn green because you see the yellows. See the yellows right there? Turns red, so he's going to go now because it's going to turn green. He went before he should have. Now in this spot, he's lane filtering once again. But you see how somebody wants to scoot over? Assume that somebody else wants to scoot over. Look at that big gap. So why are you getting pissed? Same thing. Big open spot. I want to take it, but you're speeding. You have a friend like who's always sharing stories like everyone wants to kill him on a road, and once I've ride as passenger with him, I had a story how he tried to kill me. Yeah, guys, that right there is improper riding. Bad habits galore. That was ridiculous. He had 4 to 5 close calls within like 3 minutes. That goes against everything I talk about. It's crazy. It's crazy. So you guys need to watch out for that. And this camera just seems super duper high. Camera. There we go. I think that's better. There we go. Yeah, this guy should not be riding. Lane filtering at high rate of speed. Very risky. I ran out of water. Okay, so he made it. Good. Cool. Very good. So it's green light. Everyone's still going. There's a guy in the crosswalk. Why is everybody still going? It's green. So there's an event going on. Okay. So what happened there? There's an event going on. I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Because right here, they get up to the front. And they're waiting. It's a green light, but people are turning on this green light. And you see these people that, I think it's an event. I think I saw police. Let me go back. Yeah, so, okay, never mind. Police. So there's police stuff going on. People don't know what to do. Traffic controls, everything's messed up. People mess up the order of the 4-way stop. Somebody goes over there. It gets all messed up. So the rules are out. But this guy definitely doesn't like the fact that he can't go. Neither does the motorcyclist. But what does this guy have that the motorcyclist doesn't have? A cage. So to do that, to play chicken, no, don't challenge your car. Slowly start creeping out, but then remember there's no way you can pop it in reverse and go back. You're pretty much stuck. That's just incompetence, honestly. There should be better traffic control on that. Alright, we got a Harley. Got some ape hangers. Nope. Wouldn't have done that. Oh, now what? You weren't originally going to pull over. Are you going to be an ass? Oh. I'm going to wait for it to... GG in the house. There it is. I'll read your question. I'm a complete noob at this. What does the 2 wheels down sign mean? I see people throwing it at each other for a while. While riding. Is this a sign of respect? Sorry for a dumb question. It's not a dumb question. It's one of those things that you don't get it really indoctrinated to. Nobody tells you why. I do see some comments in here saying, it's a sign of respect. It's a peace sign. It's 2 wheels down. It's just your hand. You stick your hand down there. You stick a couple fingers out. It's a sign of respect. That's the way I look at it. I don't say, hey, keep 2 wheels down. I don't say peace. I'm just saying, hey, you're on a motorcycle. I even did that to a guy on a scooter today. I mention it. Scooters are motorcycles too. And I did it to them, and it's just a sign of respect. It's just saying, hey, I'm on a bike, you're on a bike, be safe. That's how I look at it. I think everybody takes their own thing. Thank you so much for the super chat, though. Guys, that is one way to support the channel. So thank you, Gigi, for making it possible for me to keep doing these live streams. Everybody that's super chatted, thank you for making it possible. Robert and everybody. Because this video gets demonetized and nobody likes putting ads on crash videos. So you guys are making it possible.
What? He's throwing a middle finger at me for no reason.
Okay. This looks like Phoenix. Yep, it's Arizona.
Got your camera, dude. Got your camera. I got you all camera, dude. I got you all on camera. You see this? Yeah. See this? I got it on camera too.
They're arguing with each other.
Yeah, I'm looking this way too. I got all camera. Nope. You can't get my camera, or you can't get my license plate. License plate 313.LL.
Betsy.
Whoa, yeah. Ford Focus.
All right, this guy's Betsy. Thank you for becoming a patron. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I don't understand what was going on with this one.
He's throwing a middle finger at me. What? He's throwing a middle finger at me.
So he cut out the beginning. He cut out the context of this. He set himself up to be the right in this video. That right away loses all credibility. He's probably the one that instigated this incident. This is a
for no reason.
This is a road rage incident, guys. It's minor because nobody got hurt.
Got your camera, dude. Got your camera. I got you all camera, dude.
Hey, Psycho Kitty Cat. Thank you. Thank you for the patronage. So this right here, it's just weird. It's just weird. Like, this to me is just not, it's not worth it. Like, it's so foreign to me to get this pissed off and this agitated by another driver, and to be in a position where the other driver is filming me now because I'm being an idiot. So, like, I've never been in this situation, so it's so foreign to me, and it's so odd. At this point, no, obviously you're not supposed to leave. I mean, it's a HOV lane for a reason. But right here, he didn't even touch the line. Yeah, don't rev your motorcycle that high. He didn't even reach the line. So there was some animosity to this. Big time, big time. And I'm not going to go over that. That's just stupid. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's very odd. I mean, I guess I just don't understand it. I don't know what that means. So his car. Just go around. Oh my gosh. So he can't go around. So I'm assuming this means that there's a car in his way. He can't go around. This guy just stops out of nowhere. Like, completely stops. GG, I would look into a supermoto type bike if you're going to do that. If you're going to do that. Any experience input with the KTM 790 Duke? No, not too much, man, but it seems to be a popular motovlogger bike. I picked the Indian FTR 1200S. Yeah, so yes, dirt bikes aren't street legal, so check your local laws, because you're gonna need probably a headlight, turn signals, brakes, mirrors, all those things. All right, so I'm gonna leave up the last 20 minutes to Q&A session, guys. So the last 20 minutes to a Q&A session. That was all the videos. I literally just got done writing. I got a bunch of stuff. I got filming to do. But I'm here to answer your questions, guys. I'm here to answer your questions. So I'm starting to see a bunch of questions out there. Yeah, sorry about the mess. This is my 360 camera. You guys do ask me what camera do I have on my handlebars. This is the Insta360 One X, and I use it on my handlebars because it gets super high quality footage and it's not all bumpy footage, so it's really good. Yeah, no, GG, that's not a problem, man. Swing on by the Discord. Seriously, swing on by the Discord, ask these questions, and you're gonna get a lot of good feedback. I think you might have already joined, but yeah, swing on by and ask these questions. Do I ride while drinking? No, I do not, Jonathan. I do not ride while drinking. If I do have any types of drinks, I know for a fact that I'm not getting on the motorcycle until I'm sober. Like, I just know. So, like, for the night, if I go somewhere and there's any type of liquor, especially if I'm driving, I'll just get an Uber. I've been using Uber a lot. No EVOC training, Dan. I'm 6'4". Would a Rebel be good or too small? Joshua, it's going to be probably a little bit small. It's a little small for me. But there's not too many bikes out there for you unless you want to get like a big cruiser with 4-wheel controls or an adventure bike. Father Boogie, I do remember you, dude. I just saw you join the Discord, man. That's awesome. Welcome back. What do you do in a hard? So Michael asks, what do you do in a hard blind turn when you come around the blind and there is a line of cars? Always assume that if it's a blind turn, it's blind. You have no idea. I'll always assume that there's a row of cars. Always assume that there's debris. Always assume that there's something there that you cannot see because you still can't see around the turn. Every single second, every single half second, whatever it is that you're making that turn, that should give you more of a lead time. So, like, I'm riding down the turn. It's like, I don't know what's around this corner. Don't know what's around this corner. I know now. So you should take those corners very slow. But if for some, not very slow as in like your turn, that's more of an advanced technique so that you can start applying the brakes easier while in the turn. So you can stop while turning, which is very hard. Or you can straighten up the bike and apply the brakes in an emergency fashion. That's pretty much that. Jonathan Macchio, what? That was a serious question. Yeah, I answered it. Nice headphones. Thank you. It really does work when I do a lot of editing, so they're monitor headphones. All right, Big Horn Kevin. See you later, man. All right, so Kawasaki Vulcan is good for beginner riders. 650cc parallel twin cruiser. Yeah, so the Kawasaki Vulcan S and the 650 Vulcan is very good, and that would be probably better for somebody that's a lot bigger than me. I'm 5'6", you're 6'4", so yeah, I'd probably go for the Kawasaki Vulcan S. Let's see. If you enter a turn going too fast, how do you slow down and recover properly if you're not supposed to brake while turning? So you're not supposed to brake while turning as a beginner because that is too many techniques to really work with. You start learning how to do trail braking and braking in a turn in the advanced class at the MSF. So it's advanced for a reason. So all you can do as an absolute beginner is to make sure you're slow enough into that turn that if you have to, while you're turning, you start to straighten up the bike, rolling off the throttle and applying the brakes. This is something that you learn in the MSF also, but as a beginner. But that's an emergency situation. The best thing you could possibly do is slow down before the turn so that you can actually basically just slow down to enough to where you stop. All right. What's your opinion on Vulcan 900 custom for a beginner? If it fits you, it fits you. You like it. If you plan on riding, with it because it's your baby and you love it. Well, there you go. That's as simple as that. If it fits you well, and I mean, I started on a 1200 Sportster. Just saw somebody in the Discord post a picture. It's crazy. Dan, I noticed the wedding ring. When did you guys get married? We got married in January. What else? There's no such thing as a blind turn, only a too fast approach speed. I like that, Grim. I like that. I don't like. Let's do that. How about that? There we go. What else do we got here? Turn your bikes are all you fit on. Yeah. Good. GG, I keep thinking GG means good game. GG, you have to ride with your skills no matter what you're on. Yeah, exactly. Can you explain trail braking a little? So trail braking is where you're applying just a tiny bit of front or rear brake in the middle of a turn. What that does is it lowers your suspension, because when you accelerate, your front and rear, I'll do front and rear, they go up when you accelerate, right? Well, when you brake, they go down, correct? Well, if you're braking in the middle of a turn, the bike won't keep rising. It'll actually maintain an even level if you're braking correctly. It'll even sometimes apply a little bit more down pressure in the middle of the turn to the front of your tires. When you do that, you have more traction, you can turn more, all these different things. That was I saw that. He was afraid to tell me, but he just makes me want to keep riding and practicing my reaction skills. I mean, sometimes that happens. Sometimes people get in accidents, like 3 accidents in their first year, and some people don't get in accidents at all. It's just bad luck sometimes. That looks like it's bad luck. So what? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about the Discord. Kelly just posted something in the Discord. This is what it is. So if you guys want to join the Discord, sign on up. So yeah, look at that. That's no bueno. So this is also one of those things I was talking about. Look at you said it flew off from the truck in front of him. So that was just a crazy reaction. Obviously, he's able to stand up, take a picture, and the bike doesn't look like it has any damage, so able to stop in time. So very thankful that the person's very was it said your brother? Was it your brother? Oh, okay, yeah, your brother. Oh, well, I'm glad your brother's doing fine. Doing fine. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. The $10. Let's see. Let me go up. Mark, thanks for looking at it. Can you explain trail? Okay. So that's trail braking. What do you use most, front or rear brake? I use mostly front brake, but I use them both. Just remember that your front brake has 70% more, it's 70% of the stopping power, not more. It has 70% of the stop. Oh, I need to switch this over to my face. 70% of the stopping power of your bike, so it's very powerful. So I use them both. When you're slowing down, like I said, your front tire starts to do this, like the weight transfers to the front. So when the weight transfers to the front, I use more front brake than I do rear brake, because the rear brake and the rear tire are not close to the ground. They don't have a lot of weight. So let's see. Dan, does Ride Arizona do any type of refresher course for people who have already completed the BRC1? So Jason, if you have a motorcycle, there's the BRC2 also. If you would like to do, are you talking in terms of range? Because you can take the online portion. You can take the online portion that you did for the BRC1. You could do that online, and it's cheaper. It's not the full class. It's just the ebook, the e-training. So you can try that. The BRC2, you bring your own bike, and you do a lot of the range stuff from the BRC1 with a little extra. So you might like that. Search for Motojitsu Trailbreak video. Has a nice presentation. There you go. Yeah, he does. Kyle Wolf, I've been scared about cars behind me hitting me if I slow down too much before I turn. Drivers in my area tend to tailgate pretty heavily. Try not to worry too much. Because Kyle, if you've seen any of these videos, any of my videos on these live streams, no motorcyclist has ever crashed in the middle of a turn because a car behind them hit them in the middle of a turn. The only time the cars have ever hit them is when they're stopped at a stoplight. We've done 32 of these videos. That's at least 35 plus hours of commentary. So don't worry too much about that, man. It'll mess up your game. Try squeezing your brake enough to flash your taillights at them. Sometimes it'll wake them up. Yep. How would you safely practice trail braking? So you could do that in a parking lot easily. Motojitsu does have some stuff on that. But you can set up some type of a slalom or an offset weave. And you can try to take it at a decent speed and then start applying a little bit of trail braking. Once again, it's an advanced technique. I highly recommend taking a class. We learned slow speed maneuvers in training course in Toronto, right and left slow speed with clutch, rear, and throttle. Good. I'm glad. Oh, I missed something. What kind of communicator do I use? Well, I'm in my pajamas. Do do do. Do do do. Oh, wrong thing. Helmet. Yoink. Alrighty. I didn't think I was gonna do a Q&A. I started the stream a lot earlier. Let's go ahead and put you back. There we go. Alright, so the communicator I use is the Cardo Pack Talk Slim. I use the Cardo Pack Talk Slim. It works out really well. This is the battery pack to it. And I use headphones. I use headphones to listen instead of the speakers. For me, it just works a lot better. I have a fat head. I don't like the speakers smashing up against my ears. So I have a Cardo Pack Talk Slim. Let's see. Jonathan, I would not. I'm not big on the club thing. That's just not me. I got my own crew. I got the DDFM crew. That's all I need. Let's see. Do you always have to hold the clutch while stopped at a light? Just nervous about stalling each time from stop to go frequently in San Francisco. If you're in gear, you do, or you'll stall. If you're in neutral, you don't have to hold it. It's as simple as that. I will look into the BRC2 after getting your bike on. Yeah, BRC2 is a lot of fun. And if not, just take the BRC1 again. Might as well. I mean, yeah, I understand it's 2 days and everything, but I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, you probably refresh some stuff. So new subscriber, Amanda Lair, and the newest YouTube member. So guys, if you don't know what YouTube membership is that little monetary sign. You click it right below the chat, and it should say join or super chat. And if it's not in your chat, because I think you might be on your phone, you have to scroll up, get out of live chat, and then you could do that or something like that. So many things. So the GoPro. Yeah, so you could join up and you get cool emojis. All right. It's the GoPro Hero 7 Black. I recently upgraded to it just because I wanted better quality videos for you guys, and then it had the stabilization. I think it really makes a huge difference. And if Nikki rides a lot more at some point, I would love to upgrade her camera to the GoPro Hero 7 Black, and then do a giveaway for my Yi 4K cameras. I think that'd be kind of cool. The giveaway will be on the Patreons. Oh, guys, if you didn't know, July's Patreon giveaway is a med kit. It's a trauma kit for the motorcycle. So I'm going to be going over a lot of medical stuff this month, and then I want to give that away, and then I'm going to give away a bunch of swag. So I'm sending things out from June. June was the GoPro Hero 4 Black and a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to be adding more and more and more. So guys, if you want to be automatically entered, make sure you check out my Patreon. You're automatically entered, and you get one entry per, or it's based on tier. So you get entries based on tier. My headphones are in ear, yes. Really, Dakota? I'd never have that problem. Nikki has that problem. I never have that problem. They stay in. All right, let me go back up. Use the Sena 10S. Yeah, those are nice too. I just like the Cardo a lot. Oh, the GoPro mount. You didn't even ask about the GoPro. The GoPro mount, Carter. I'm sorry. Let me go back. So I use Sugru. So I got all these cables in the way. I use Sugru. There's a video on it on my channel. It's called the best motorcycle mount or whatever. It's Sugru. So I basically made my own. BRC2 is 1 day. The BRC2 is 1 day. Jonathan Maciel, do you use regular gas or premium? I use premium, but I mean I go based off of what the user manual says I should use. That's basically what I do. And mine says I think it's 91 octane that I'm supposed to use. So there you go. Some bikes do better on regular. So we were taught you should try to stay in first at a light so that you can go on a dime if you need to. Yeah, so TV, I agree with that. I got yelled at MSF for running off the course. Teacher said Thank you for not dying. Are you going to make some DDFM patches or something? I had that planned out, but not a lot of interest. Not a lot of people wanted patches, and I have to order at least 100 at a time. And I'm not going to sit on 100 patches when nobody wants to get them. So I'm thinking about just making them anyways and then selling what I sell and then giving away as part of my giveaways that I do on Patreon. Let's see. I use premium. My MT-07 says 87 minimum, but it runs a lot nicer. Yeah, so it all depends on how the engine runs. Are your headphones in ear? Yep. Make sure parking lot is clean before practicing. Yep. Hey Dan, I'm starting up my own motovlog channel, TV Moto. Any advice for a new vlogger? At least one video a week. Make sure it's something that you want to post. Make sure it's bringing somebody value. So whether it's you being educational, you being informative, so it doesn't have to be you don't have to be teaching anybody, you just kind of let people know, or you can be entertaining. So if your motovlog is entertaining, then keep making those if you want, but you have to give something to somebody. You can't just like talk about your day and talk about, you know, your speedometer changing speeds. Like, it's got to have some value. It's got to be funny, or it's got to be informative, or it has to be all three. So do that one video a week, and audio is key. Video doesn't matter too much. So we're able to pick out a lot of these things during these live streams, but it's audio. Audio is key. Invest in audio. Make it about you also. Don't make it about your bike. That's just extra. If you want to do a video like a ride review, a review of your bike, then do that. But don't make your channel about the bike, because that bike might change. You won't. So that's why Dan the Fireman has lasted through Harleys, through Indian, through random things here and there, because at the end of the day, it's me, Dan the Fireman. You might have big ears. Julian Joseph, I was coming in hot, geared down, stopped at the light. It sounds like a song so far, like the beginning of a song. I was coming in hot, geared down, stopped at the light, held my clutch in. But for some reason, my revs would not go below 5,000 even after I stopped and released the throttle. Oh, you might need to check your engine. What type of bike? Held my clutch in, but for some reason, maybe your throttle got stuck too. Maybe your throttle got stuck. You can always check the throttle cables. Make sure that they're not stiff. Because it says even after you stopped and released the throttle. So if you release the throttle, maybe it didn't go back. It didn't snap back. It's supposed to snap back. Maybe check that. I have hilariously larger head. Yeah, me too. Thanks, Carter. I appreciate it. Make sure you join the Discord. That's free. That's absolutely free. You're going to like it. Ninja 500R. I would check your user manual, man. The troubleshooting. And whenever anybody buys a bike, guys, if you ever buy a bike, make sure you go out and buy the service manual also. Not the owner's manual. I mean, the owner's manual should come with it. If it doesn't, then go ahead and get it. But get the service manual, because in it has a bunch of troubleshooting things for these types of questions. And it really helps out, because you can do your own service. You kind of have a better understanding of your bike, the machine you're riding that could kill you, all these different things. So it's very important to take a look at that. I want a sticker for the back of my car. So Crystal, I got a sticker. I might put it back up on the shop. Yeah, dude, I got this t-shirt. You guys didn't see my t-shirt? DDFM crew t-shirt. It's on Amazon. That's in my link right there. thebeginnersmotorcycletips.com. Just saying. Let me go ahead and take you guys there. So that shirt, it's a comfy shirt. I got multiple. $15. $15. It's pretty cheap for a shirt. If you want a shirt, it costs like $300, Rosemary. It costs over $300 for 100 patches. Well over. It's like it's ridiculous how much it costs, honestly. Michael, I sold the 1200, traded in. Stairs one, hey Dan, Did you own a KLR 650? Yes, I did for a couple months. Do you think it's good for beginners? I have a friend who wants to get it and is asking if it's good. It's a good bike. It really is. It's a good bike. It's tall, so make sure you're tall. Carter, no problem, man. No problem. But Discord's free, though. Discord's free if you want to join. If not, the best thing you could do is share my videos. Share my videos. Anyone that you like. Do all bikes have to use a clutch besides electric ones? Scooters. There's no clutch on scooters. Yeah. So guys, I'm going to answer the next question and then I got to get going. Okay, so I've been streaming for an hour and a half. It's time for me to eat dinner and lunch because I didn't eat anything today, really. I'm hungry. I know some of the new Honda Goldwings are clutches. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's really cool. We are a bunch of weirdos in the Discord. No problem, Reap. I'm here to answer you guys' questions. He has a BMW. Yeah, he has a BMW. He has a good bike. All right, guys. All right, I think that's it. I'm having too much fun with you guys. I have to get off. Steak. This is the Discord. Look at that. Whee! Discord is free. Discord is free. Click that link. GG, thank you, man. Thank you for the super chats. Appreciate it so much. That link right there will take you to the Discord. It will take you to the Discord. Thank you, Lady Tao. Thank you. Kyle Bird, yeah, we are. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for the guys. Thank you so much for the super chats and all the support. Thank you, GG. Amanda, thank you. I've been watching your videos nonstop. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and promoting safety. That's all I'm here for. Just want to make you safer. Haha, yeah. Thank you.